Texas Republicans vote today in another big test of President Trump's power over the GOP. State Attorney General Ken Paxton is challenging Senator John Cornyn, and in spite of his controversial past, Paxton does have the president's support. Now, that is huge because several other Republican incumbents have lost this year to challengers endorsed by Donald Trump. Ed O'Keefe is in Austin. That's the state capital, of course. He's got the latest for us. Ed, good morning. People on both sides of the aisle watching this race. Hello to you.
They sure are, Gayle. Good to see you. The lone person, however, who may have mattered the most in this Lone Star State contest in recent days, lives about 1,500 miles away at the White House. The president, jumping into the fray here, endorsing Ken Paxton over Senator John Cornyn, now has Republicans concerned they may need to spend tens, if not hundreds of millions of dollars defending a reliably red Senate seat against a Democrat who so far is holding his own. Today's Texas Senate runoff looks like a runaway for challenger Ken Paxton.
I'm so honored to have President Trump's endorsement.
President Trump called the state's four-term Senator John Cornyn very disloyal.
Well, I don't know how much more with him I could be than 99.3% of the time.
Despite Cornyn supporters outspending Paxton 17-1 in advertising, Cornyn likely can't overcome the president's endorsement.
Ken Paxton, I think he'll win.
But some Republican senators disagree.
Paxton seems fairly flawed. I mean, his wife's calling him an adulterer all over the place.
Paxton has been plagued by years of personal scandals and an impeachment attempt over alleged misuse of power, all which he denied.
We are not going to go quietly, and we are not going to let you buy the seat.
We're about to take back Texas.
So Democrats are rallying around James Tallarico, a state representative and seminarian who they believe is their best shot in decades.
We are going to win this race.
He's gained grassroots support and is focused on fighting billionaires in power. Republicans point to past statements like this.
Modern science obviously recognizes that there are many more than two biological sexes. In fact, there are 6. God is non-binary.
Still, Cornyn told us Paxton could cost Republicans more than just a Senate seat.
If Ken Paxton is the nominee, I think all of that is at risk, and not just the Senate race, but these down ballot races as well. So I don't know why we would want to take that risk.
Polls show that in a general election, Democrat Tallarico is running ahead of or even with either Republican opponent. A good spot to be in right now, but it's only May, and Democrats have seen their hopes dashed in this state several times before. Nate?
All right, Ed, before you go, we wanted to remind folks at home of something that you said on the show last week. Ed, are those New York Knicks colors?
They are indeed. Knicks in 4, Nate. Knicks in 4.
Oh, man.
All right, Ed, on the sports coverage. Thank you so much. All right, Ed, so do you want to add anything as we see that the Knicks are moving on to the finals?
You know, it's been 27 long years. Last time they were in the finals, it was before social media. I had just gotten my driver's license. It has been far too long, and the rest of the country is going to have to suffer through the tri-state area rooting for them. As the song goes, Nate, I'm a Knicks fan. I'm a Knicks fan. I am down with the orange and the blue.
I like that.
Ed, before you go, where did that come from? Were you just guessing? Were you just talking? Where did that come from?
No.
Yes, he was.
Gayle, all these years of journalism, sometimes you just see it and you know.
Okay.
You could just tell.
Because I thought they would at least win one at home. I did. I thought they'd at least win one at home.
Ed knows ball.
I see.
All right, we'll check back in with him.
Orange and blue.
Once we find out who the Knicks will be facing.